Westminster Hall, which is the oldest part of the Palace of Westminster, we knew there'd obviously been a serious incident. And at that point, we were rushed in with dozens of other people, visitors, parliamentarians, and of course, parliamentary staff, and told to go inside as quickly as possible, which we truly did. And here we are, between the House of Lords and the House of Commons, with at least a few hundred other people, young, old, school children, MPs, peers, visitors. We've been here for probably the best part of 45 minutes, maybe possibly an hour, and there was definitely a lot of tension. We were all extremely worried. We didn't know exactly what had happened. Of course, listening to some of the programmes and piecing together what people had told us, we now understand why those shots were fired, that there had been a stabbing, and that there was a serious security risk.
And Jo, are you presently locked now into that building in the Palace of Westminster?
There has been a lockdown ever since I arrived here, suspended in terms of any parliamentary business in both the House of Lords and the House of Commons. And at the point we arrived, MPs who were inside the chamber at the time were told to remain there. And all the officials who stand outside both chambers were there stopping people going backwards and forwards. So there was a total lockdown. Armed police everywhere you looked in order to protect us and to make sure that no one was able to get into the main part of the building and that we couldn't leave. At the moment, in fact, I have just seen David Blunkett, former Cabinet Minister, just walk past me. Small numbers of people are now being moved to other parts of the building because it is quite squashed in here. I mean, there are a lot of people. It's very hot. Some of the older members and also visitors are sitting down on the benches that are provided while we wait to hear exactly what is going to happen to them next and when it's going to happen. But yes, lockdown and suspension.
Jo Coburn there, thank you very much for that update. And just to bring you a little bit more information from the Metropolitan Police, who are asking people to avoid the following areas: Parliament Square, just outside Parliament, Whitehall, Westminster Bridge, Lambeth Bridge and Victoria Street, up to Embankment Tube. This, they say, is to allow the emergency services to deal with the ongoing incident. Officers, including firearms officers, remain on the scene, and the Metropolitan Police say that they are treating this as a terrorist incident until they know otherwise.
They're also appealing for anyone with photos or film of the incident to pass them on to police. Well, Parliament itself was sitting at the time these events unfolded. This is the moment the Deputy Speaker, Lindsay Foyle, suspended the House of Parliament.